Hello again, Math Nines. We are going to start in the review package. And so this page that you can see on my screen right now is that's the front page of the alpha unit or review package. And we're going to start with lesson R1.1 on order of operations with whole numbers. So what you can see here, where it says notes, it's got a T and an N. The T means there's a toolkit page related to this, and N means that I'm going to do something in the notes package as well. Okay, so we're just going to flip over to the toolkit page first, and it's this one that says Gemma. Now, I know you've probably been taught BEDMAS, but I'm personally on a mission to eliminate BEDMAS because a couple of years ago I stumbled across this GEMMA, and it's a much better acronym. So, and here's the reason why. When you do BEDMAS, if you're lucky, your teacher always wrote it like this, but it's more likely your teacher either wrote it like this or BEDMAS like this. And if you're in the French immersion, I believe you call it PEDMAS. For parentheses instead of brackets. Now the problem with this is the order of operations is brackets and then exponents, and then it's division and multiplication in the order you come across them, and then addition and subtraction in the order you come across them. It's not brackets, exponents, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. And the number of people I know who've gotten all the way through high school, even into university level math, and didn't actually have that part in their brain is stunning. So GEMMA gets rid of that, okay? For GEMMA, the G stands for grouping. So that includes brackets, it includes the fraction line. You know, if you have 2 times 5 over 10, you know that you're going to do what's on top of that first. So it's like there's invisible brackets there. It includes the square root sign. It includes other things that you will come across in higher levels of math. So it's more general, right? It's just grouping. It's any sort of grouping device, okay? The E stands for exponents and radicals are kind of the opposite of exponents. We'll talk about that later. The M stands for multiplication and division. Okay, so it's not one then the other, it's both of them. It's whichever one you come across in order in the equation from left to right, or in the expression. And the A stands for addition and subtraction. Okay, so I think GEMMA is just a much better acronym than BEDMAS, and all you need to do on this page is just color it. Okay, 3 colors, that's all you need to do. Okay, let's go back to the review package, and if we look in here, you'll see it says we're doing pages 2 to 3 in here. So let's go down page 2. So this is order of operations with whole numbers. So I'm just going to do 1 or 2 examples for you. So let's do example 1. Okay, the formal, proper, official way to do this is to look at your expression, decide which operation you're going to do first, and then underline what it is you're going to do. So I'm going to underline, I'm going to do the multiplication because multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. So then I'm going to rewrite the entire line. This becomes 3 plus, and what does my 2 times 2 become? It becomes 4. So that becomes 7. Okay, I'm going to do an example on the back as well because the questions are a little bit more complicated on the back. They have 3 operations. So let me do number 16. Oh, let me do I'll do 17 as an example. So 17, first thing I'm going to do is my grouping, what's in the brackets. So this becomes 5 minus 4 is 1 times 5 plus 3. And then I'm going to do my 1 times 5, which is 5, and I bring down the plus 3, and that equals 8. Okay, so hopefully this is all old hat for you. It's all old news. You've done it before. The one thing that might be new for you this year is that when you're doing this, you are expected and required to mark your work yourself. Okay, so my recommendation, and the reason you do that is because you don't want to practice it all wrong. That's not good for your brain, right? to remember it wrong. So what I would suggest is if you're really sure this is easy, do the first page and mark it, and then do the second page. If you're not confident on this, do 2 or 3 or 4 and mark those. And if you get any of those wrong, do 2 or 3 or 4 more and mark those. If you do the 4 of them and they're all right, then maybe finish the page and mark them, and then do 4 on the other side and mark them. Okay, so you're going to judge that yourself, but it's really important that you mark it, and it's really important that you mark it in a way that you know that it's been marked and that I know it's been marked, because you can't, I don't want you just checking your answers and go, oh yeah, I checked it. It's important that you show you've marked it so that I know. And it's also really valuable for you to know that you got things wrong the first time through. If you are marking something and if you get this all wrong, that tells you that that's something you need to go back and spend more time on when it's time to study for a test or prep for a quiz or whatever it is you're doing, okay? Because these are all really fundamental skills, and I want you to be able to do these and to know that you're able to do them. One more thing is, I do need you to show me your work like I've shown it here, as if you didn't have a calculator. I know that there are lots of calculators around where you can just punch these whole things in and it'll give you an answer, but you need to know how to do those things without that helping you in the calculator, because we're starting to do these things with letters, with variables in them. And then if you can't do these with just numbers, you're not going to be able to do it with the variables. So you need to be able to do it without the calculator. You can use the calculator to do multiplication, or even addition if you're not strong at the higher number additions, that's fine. But the method, I need you to show me your work. Okay, that's it. Go and do this page, and then for today's lesson there's also 1.2 and 1.3, but those videos are posted in the Google Classroom. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.